Welcome to the Cheryl Shields Show, where we help teachers live healthier and happier lives.
Hi, welcome to a video edition of the Cheryl Shields Show. Today we have Debbie Worthman.
Hello.
Debbie is an experienced Master Certified Life Coach who has coached executives locally in Traverse City, Michigan, which is where she lives, and all across the United States and around the world. She is also a certified mind-body coach who helps her clients heal their ailments in non-traditional ways. I first met Debbie 12 years ago in Phoenix where we both trained to be life coaches with Martha Beck. So I'd like to welcome Debbie Worthman.
Thank you, Cheryl. It's fun to be here.
Yeah. Can you tell me or tell our listeners and our viewers a little bit about what is a mind-body coach?
Well, it's funny. A year ago, I didn't really know. We got a little bit in our training, but until you've actually experienced it, and by experience it, I mean pain, physical pain that was created by your mind. It's removing that. The coaching helps you get rid of the pain. And a lot of tools, a lot of methodology, a way of thinking differently to remove the pain that we all experience.
Okay. So what led you to get this additional certification in mind-body coaching?
A lot of pain.
Wow. Wow.
4 years of being almost immobile.
Oh my God.
So my whole pelvis locked up. And it started by an ankle breaking for no reason. It just broke. No reason. I didn't fall, just broke. As you well know. And couldn't figure it out. And then the pain started going up my leg, sciatica pain, and it just kept getting bigger and involving more muscles and more tissue, and did the gamut of, in fact, I wrote down all the things that I did. I went to 3 different doctors, 3 different physical therapists, which would have different types of their own therapy, injections in my spine and my tailbone, which were very painful, pain pills, yoga, qigong, massage, hypnosis, acupuncture, athletic taping, that you keep on for like a week. Nothing would make it go away.
Wow.
And my world just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I couldn't stand up. I could walk, but I couldn't stand.
Okay.
And networking events that I would go to, I couldn't go anymore because I couldn't stand and talk to anybody. I didn't even want to go to the grocery store because you run into somebody, what do they want to do? Stand and talk.
Oh, yeah.
And I was on a mission, in and out, so I can go sit down again.
Wow.
So 4 years of that.
So it really impacted your whole quality of life?
Tremendously.
Okay.
Tremendously.
So what changed?
I remembered Abigail Sidley doing the Mind Body Coach training, and I looked it up, and I knew I just needed to take it, and changed my world.
Wow. So, since you're the expert in all this, how can teachers and anyone that's really experiencing a lot of stress, how can they use mind-body tools? Or what are some of the tools they can use?
Well, the first thing is to accept that you have emotions and they're actually your friends, and to accept them for what they are. Like there's this one tool where you go, what am I feeling now? Because we disassociate from what we're feeling, and, are you angry? Are you mad? Are you stressed? Are you, it's like, what are you feeling right in this moment? And put a name to it, and then accept it for what it is. And how can I feel just a little bit better?
Okay, and is that just, sorry to interrupt you real quick, but is that something teachers can do in just a matter of seconds?
Seconds.
Okay.
Seconds.
We don't have a lot of time.
Seconds. Imagine, Cheryl, I'm going to do it with you right now. Imagine, close your eyes for a second and just imagine you're back in the classroom. How many kids do you have?
32.
And what are they all doing?
Not listening.
Exactly. So in this moment, what are you feeling?
Extreme frustration. I just want them to be quiet and listen so I can tell them what we're doing.
Can you make 32 children do anything that you want them to do at the same time?
No, of course not.
No, you can't.
No.
But can you do you?
Yeah.
So what's one little thing that you could do to help your body relax? And you actually just did it.
Yeah, I was going to say and I've done it before, just
breathe.
Take a deep breath.
And then say to yourself, what's one little thing that would make me feel better?
Knowing that I can't control them. I can only control me.
Accepting the situation as it is.
Yeah.
So, and you can open your eyes now. So it's just that quickly. It's just that breath. I could tell.
Yeah.
Your body changed.
Yeah.
It's microscopic, but it's a change.
Okay.
Another thing, if you're sitting down, stand up.
Oh,
so you're changing your physiology.
Okay.
If you're at home experiencing something, if you're inside, go outside. If you're outside, go inside. Just make a change. If you're ready to yell, just pause.
Okay.
Just pause. Just that taking that second it's not even a minute. It didn't take you a minute to take a breath.
No, because that's all you have. You just have seconds.
Another thing you can do is, and I haven't been in a classroom in a really long time, so I don't really know how they're set up, but there's 4 walls for sure, right?
Yeah.
So you can back up to a wall and maybe lift one leg so that you can put a foot flat on the wall. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Just backing up. And so you have connection.
Okay.
And you have support.
Okay.
So imagine the wall is giving you support. Wow. How long does that take?
Yeah, seconds, couple of seconds.
You can walk over to the door and hold on to the doorknob.
Yeah. Support
from the door.
Yeah.
And you can put some weight on that so that you're feeling that connection and that support. You don't feel alone.
Yeah.
I know it's just a wall and a door, but
Right.
Can feel support.
Right. Yeah.
It is supporting some of your weight.
Okay. Yeah, and as a teacher, a lot of times you're in the classroom all by yourself with all the kids. I mean, I was privileged for a while to have a team teacher, so it was 2 of us in there, which was awesome, the best thing ever. But yeah, you do feel isolated. You do feel alone. And so to be able to lean against a wall or put your hand on the doorknob, it's also good too, because if it gets too bad, you can just run out, right? I'm joking. Of course you can't leave.
You could also go over to a window if you had a window.
Yeah. Okay.
And you could collectively get their attention that way by, oh my gosh, look at that. Wouldn't you go to the window and look out if a teacher said, oh my gosh, look at that?
Yeah.
Isn't that a pretty car? Or isn't that a gorgeous tree? Or isn't whatever it is out there, just pick something and you've captured their attention.
Okay. Yeah.
You didn't have to scream.
Right. Right.
But for yourself, it's that changing the energy within, because it's kind of spiraled.
Oh yeah.
And you just need to capture it and slow it down. And the breath is one really fast way of doing that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And how you're thinking, we create acts of violence against ourselves.
Wow.
I know, that's big. And suppression of emotions by our thoughts.
Yeah. So what would be an example of that?
Well, go back to the classroom.
Yeah.
Because that's where all the teachers are.
Yeah.
So imagine yourself, 32 kids.
Yeah.
Their energy is everywhere.
Yeah.
And what's a thought you're thinking about yourself?
That I just can't do this. I
I
just
can't. I can't get them under control.
Right,
I don't
right.
have enough.
I'm a bad teacher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
act of aggression and violence
Wow.
on yourself.
Wow.
So stop that.
Okay.
Stop that. So you could have like a where did I put that? I thought of some mantras. So when you're putting that foot against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
or the hand on the doorknob,
Mm-hmm.
or going over to the window,
Mm-hmm.
as you're walking, you can say to yourself a very short and sweet mantra: all is well.
Okay.
I've got this.
Okay.
I am their example.
Okay. And what I just thought of was I'm supported.
Yes.
I'm supported. I can do this.
So who supports you?
Yeah. Yeah. The wall.
No, and when you're in the classroom,
Yeah. Me.
the principal supports you, right? Other
Yeah.
teachers support you.
Yeah.
Parents sometimes support you.
Yeah. And there's always a few students that are really supportive, that I found out throughout the years. They would be like, hey, she's talking to us. And I was like, thank you very much. Thank you. You kind of got their attention, but I can take this from here. But thank you. Yeah. So there are students that are supportive.
Yeah. And the universe.
Yeah.
The universe wants you to be teaching those students. That's why you're there.
Yeah.
And if you tap into that energetic universe,
Mm-hmm.
That gives you support too.
Wow. That's huge. That's huge. I just remember in that spot, and it's like, you're outnumbered. And I would always tell the kids in the beginning of school year, it's like anybody that walks into the classroom, there are two things. They're really brave and they're a bit psychotic. And they're psychotic because we're always outnumbered. Always. In every situation, we're outnumbered in the classroom. So I would tell them, thank you for being kind and for listening and being a really good person, especially when we're all having bad days, as we all do. So thank you for being that kind of person. And I'll remind you from time to time to be that person. But for the most part, thank you. So this is huge. This has been very, very, very helpful. So anything else? We've got
there's that quote, I can't remember who said it now, but be responsible for the energy you bring into the room.
Yeah.
If I were a teacher,
yeah,
I'd have that huge somewhere in the room.
Yeah.
So that students could be reminded that
Mm-hmm.
they're this little energetic bundle.
Yes.
Vibrating
Mm-hmm.
and interacting with other students and teachers and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And to be responsible for your own energy.
Yeah.
Bring it down a notch.
Yeah.
Bring it in a notch.
Yeah.
Bring it up a notch. Whatever you need to do in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a very quiet child that needs to let it out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
to
Right.
know you're a little energetic bundle.
Yeah.
And explain that.
Yeah.
But I've got some other things here too I was going to share with you. So here's a tool that I don't know if you could do it in the classroom. I'm going to have you do it, and you imagine that you're in the classroom and see if the teachers could do it, or they need to go to the bathroom or do it on a break or whatever.
Okay.
So this is like, we've all seen a flower. Imagine a rose tight in the bud.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. You couldn't even peel off the petals. It's
Okay.
so tight.
Okay.
And then think of it in full bloom. It's real open.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do that with our bodies.
Okay.
So we start by, and I'll do it too. So I'm going to round my shoulders. I'm going to lower my head. I'm going to tighten my eyes. I'm going to scrunch up my face. I'm going to get my chin as close to my chest as I can. I'm going to tighten all the muscles in my body, my shoulders, and just get in a real tight stress ball.
Okay.
And then I'm going to relax, and I'm going to raise my shoulders, and I'm going to round them out, and I'm going to just relax and open my eyes and look up. And the last thing is smile.
Wow.
Now, try that again. I was kind of doing it and talking. Just now that you know what to do, without talking, let's try it again.
Okay.
And just
wow.
I did it a little faster than you, but I could see how it affected your body.
Yeah, that's huge, because every day teachers feel like that scrunched up ball.
Yeah, but what if?
Maybe it's no one else. Maybe maybe for 18 years, maybe it was just me. But I felt like that every day. And then when I would get in my car, it was like, okay, made it through. I walked out alive. I'm okay. I can do this.
Well, imagine, Cheryl, that you're in that classroom with around 32 kids.
Yeah.
And their energy is all over.
Yeah.
And you took them through that exercise for themselves.
Yeah.
So they could learn how to tame their energy.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Magic.
Especially useful at the end of the day, the last period of the day, when they've gone through 7 periods of lunch and classes and hallway drama and everything. And this is high school. I mean, I think the same probably would apply for elementary school. They've been in the same room all day.
You could do this for any age, any grade, any teacher teaching any subject, even special needs.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the teacher can still do that. And there's some other tools that, I mean, there's a lot of tools.
Yeah.
But just some quick ones for this little interview here.
So that means we'll have to do this again.
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome.
Accepting your emotions, you know, to really get in touch with what am I feeling, to be able to name them. Because I know when I was at my worst with the pain, I wasn't acknowledging the way that I do now. I didn't acknowledge anger. And actually, that's what started my pain with the ankle. It was actually from more than a decade ago of being in an abusive marriage, where I stuffed anger. You know, anger, when I was growing up, for a girl, that was not ladylike. Yeah. So you could be disappointed, but you could be angry. So I never allowed that emotion. So in 25 years of emotional abuse, I never got angry. So that ankle break started that all coming out into pain. It was in that coach training that I discovered anger, and I got angry at the teacher. Wow. And she was loving it because she knew what was going to happen, which made me more angry. Yeah. And she was loving me getting angry. Yeah. Yeah. But that's what me accepting anger, that it was a part of me, and it was my friend. It wasn't an enemy. Yeah. It was a friend. So to acknowledge your emotions is big. Journaling is huge. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. You know, even if you have everybody journal, or pretend you're taking notes and journal during the classroom, even if you get a sentence or two out, it's a release. Self-care. Cheryl, we could do a whole program on self-care. Yeah, we're going to have to come back and definitely do that, Debbie, because that's huge. But most people think it's, a bubble bath and oh yeah, no. And it's not. It's truly taking care of yourself. And we can go into that more, and knowing that you deserve it. Yeah. Because we're all busy and we don't think we deserve that time for ourselves. Yeah. Because we got to do the next thing. Making a list of the things you love to do. Oh. Even if you're not doing them. Okay. You know how much I love kayaking. Oh yeah. Yeah. So my go-to place in my head to de-stress is I imagine myself that last little final moment of pushing off till the boat's free in the water floating.
Yeah.
And that just melts me.
Wow.
But everybody has something that is. So think about those things that just delight you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, when you're in a classroom and trying to get through the battle of the day, you're not thinking what delights you.
No, you're trying to survive this next minute. How long till the bell rings, or how long till they go to lunch? How long?
But those kids, you're impacting their whole life, not just their day, their whole life.
Yeah.
If you can be the example of what normal looks like, sounds like, acts like, that how to be a human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides the subject matter you're teaching them.
That's huge.
Because nobody teaches you how to be a human being.
They don't. And as teachers, we're responsible, especially if they come from, abusive homes, or there's been some kind of trauma in their life. They just don't know. I just remember over and over again saying to the kids, it's okay to be angry and upset, but we have to learn how to handle that. We can't just call somebody a fucking bitch because we don't like them. All day I'd be calling people fucking bitches. I would. But I can't in this setting.
You said something very important. You said, if somebody's having trauma.
Yeah.
We are all having trauma.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Everybody is having, a girl's just broken up with her boyfriend. A boyfriend's just broken up. A mother's just died. A sibling's just died. Somebody just flunked a test.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't get invited to the dance.
Yeah.
And
we don't know.
That's emotional trauma.
Yeah.
That,
yeah.
It's not as big as if somebody, but it's a level of trauma.
Yeah.
And if you don't know how to release it, it stays in.
Yeah.
And then something else happens and it attaches, and then something else happens. And if you don't know how to keep releasing those every day by journaling or physical sweat, running or doing something, it stays in you.
Yeah.
So, we learn and then we pass it on to whoever will listen to us. And maybe you won't reach all the kids, but you'll reach some.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what am I feeling now? Name it, acknowledge it, accept it. And here's another thing to think about: the emotion. Think about that emotion like a 2-year-old child.
Yeah.
There's no judgment. So they're having a tantrum, So imagine your parent in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Your cart is full.
Yeah.
And the child decides right then and there to blow up to a full-blown temper tantrum. Are you going to yell and scream? And, I'm not. I'm going to pick up the child, leave the cart, or pass it off to somebody working in the store and say, major problem here.
Right.
And I'm going to get in the car and go home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to yell at the child. So it's without judgment that you deal with some of those harder emotions. Like anger, or rage. Rage. I mean, where is that acceptable?
Yeah.
In society.
Yeah.
But we have to accept it ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And if more people learned how to accept it and deal with it, they wouldn't be going in churches and killing people. They wouldn't be shooting people at a concert in Las Vegas. I mean, it's insane.
And how many teachers are afraid right now that a person's going to come into the classroom?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And how to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly.
And how are the children going to deal with that?
Yeah.
How are they? What if something happens to the teacher and they're left in the classroom? They need to know how to handle that.
Yeah.
What to do, and that's a whole other.
Oh yeah, it is. Debbie, we could
session too.
We could talk every day.
And maybe we should.
Yes, maybe we should.
Coach chat online.
Yes, it's so much. It's so much work that needs to be done. And I thank you so much for your expert help. What you have walked me through and what you will walk, hopefully millions of teachers will watch this video. I'm throwing that out there into the universe. Is just invaluable. And these are all lessons that we can do, that we need to learn, and things that we can do in order to help us all live healthier and happier lives. And that's the main point of, me doing these programs, because I remember what it's like to be in a classroom and to feel like you're all alone and you don't know what to do. And so to be able to bring teachers some help and some hope is the main thing. So thank you so much for this.
You are so welcome, and there's always hope.
Yeah, there is. All
and
right.
there's always a solution.
Yes. And if anyone wants to reach you, if they look on your screen, they can see your website.
Yep. DebbieWorthman.com. You're right. Exactly.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you, Debbie.
Thank you. Love you.
Right. Love you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.